so with no regard for other commuters on the road, and so just moving at a very fast rate of speed, as fast as he can, to try and evade the CHP officers, which are relatively in close proximity to him right now. He is in the HOV lane, and he is eastbound 91, and he's approaching the 605 freeway at this. Okay, let's see what he does here. If he stays in kind of those left lanes, he's going to be committed to the 91 freeway east, and he'll be coming through Cerritos. If he makes a swerving move to the right, and we've seen that before, he might be heading over towards the 605 north or south. So let's see what he does. It looks like he's kind of locked himself into the 91, and so that's going to put us over towards Studebaker, over towards Pioneer, and over towards the Cerritos area here. So crossing over the 91 freeway, or crossing over the 605 freeway, I should say, eastbound side of the 91. So you saw just on our air just a few minutes ago, and we called it, boy, oh boy, he just kind of swerved into that CHP officer, and that just changes the flow of this pursuit here, because this just elevates that to a new level where this guy is essentially using his vehicle as a deadly weapon here. So that is just going to not bode well for this guy as he continues this, and hopefully this ends up in a peaceful way. We just don't know based on what we've witnessed to this point. This guy is just completely desperate, completely out of control, and just using any means necessary to avoid being taken into custody here at this point. Thanks, Levin. Okay, exiting on Pioneer. Whoa, 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 he's out of control, out of control. Five slowing, Okay, right here, guys. Okay, hang on, guys, hang on. If need be, if this thing goes south here, we're going to pull out to a wider shot here, but for now, we're going to kind of hold this shot right here. This guy may be disabled here. It looks like he exited on Pioneer, fishtailed, spun around, and now his back end is facing that sound wall. I don't know that the CHP actually has eyes on him. I don't know, but you can see just to the top left of the screen, the CHP is definitely on the on-ramp here. Now, we do have a pretty good vantage point here. If he decides to move or gets out of the driver door or anything on the driver's side, we're going to have a pretty good vantage point here. But depending on what we see here, guys, we may need to pull out of the shot and not air that potentially here. So just kind of bear with us here. We're going to do the best we can to give you the best coverage possible. Sky 5 HD was first over this pursuit coming out of San Gabriel here, and now essentially we are in Cerritos at what I believe to be the Pioneer off-ramp, maybe Norwalk Boulevard off-ramp here. So the Norwalk Boulevard off-ramp here on the eastbound side of the 91 freeway. You saw him make a radical move, a very aggressive move across the freeway to exit on Norwalk Boulevard here. He spun it, he fishtailed, lost control, spun around, and now his butt end is right up against that sound wall there. And let's widen out the shot just a touch, lower the shot. Let's see. Okay, he's got homes. He's got homes on the other side of that. So the CHP is going to definitely want to get on the other side of that wall there and protect the neighborhood there. There's a couple of cul-de-sacs there that we're looking at here, and those could be in danger if this guy decides to run and jump over the wall here. So let's see what he does. I don't know that this car is disabled or not. You would certainly believe that if this car was disabled, he wouldn't be driving out, and that certainly seems to be the case. If this thing was still mobile, you would definitely think that he'd be continuing the chase here. So whether or not this vehicle is disabled, maybe it has an inertia switch, I don't know, to cut off the fuel pump. So let's see what how this thing ends here. But over the course of the next couple of minutes here, the CHP is going to be coming up with some kind of a plan to get eyes on this guy, to see what he's doing. We don't know. He could be armed. He could be dangerous. We certainly know he's dangerous by his actions here. So let's see what he does here. We saw that driver door open just a crack, and then it closed up. So let's see what he does. Obviously, this guy is still in the vehicle here. I don't think that he's going to be able to get out of the passenger. Is he? Okay. Hang on a second here, guys. Okay, he's outside of the passenger door. Outside the right rear door, guys. Outside the right rear door. He's in the bushes. In the bushes, guys. In the bushes. Okay, bear with us. You saw him in that cover of darkness. He was outside the passenger door, and we're going to try and get some streets for you here. We're talking about, let me see, Ibex Avenue, Horst Avenue here in Cerritos. If this guy gets over the wall, who's that? Is that a landscaper? Is that a landscaper in the backyard here? Yeah, he's kind of wondering what's going on here. There's the CHP moving in. CHP's moving in. Hopefully they've got eyes on this guy. If this guy makes a move and jumps over the fence, that's where kind of we are here. But he could climb up a tree. He could hide behind some bushes. We just don't know. Okay, 5's making a left-hand turn. He's in custody? Okay. 5's kind of moving to the north end east, coming up on the 91 here. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're hearing. Suspect is in custody. Let's see. All right. All right. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Wow, that could have potentially been a really, really, really bad and dangerous situation here. But indeed, it looks like the guy losing control is probably the best thing. And where he lost control on the off-ramp here at Norwalk Boulevard or at Pioneer is probably the best, Norwalk Boulevard here, I should say, but is probably the best resolution here because he endangered nobody coming off the off-ramp. He spun. He lost control. And they were able to take him into custody here. Now, for a few moments, there was a danger of him jumping over the wall or jumping over the fence. You saw him bail out of the right rear seat. I tried to let the CHP guys know that from their helicopter because I don't know what kind of angle that they had on this guy. But from our vantage point, we could clearly see that he was kind of bailing out of the right rear of that car here. But now in custody, and that is certainly some good news here. This is going to be in Cerritos, guys, the eastbound side of the 91 freeway right here at Norwalk Boulevard is where this termination took place. Just an unbelievable ending to an incredibly dangerous situation. This guy has a myriad of charges stacked up against him here, and we have the most tape available here. Sky 5 HD nearly on this thing from the beginning here, first overhead with all of this video, all of this breaking news of this very dangerous pursuit suspect who is now in custody.